Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on to Sports with Schwartz. I'm your host, Luke Schwartz, bringing you the action, and we're turning the sports world upside down every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Whitworth.fm.
I actually originally came into Whitworth as a marketing major, and I really liked connecting with graphics and connecting with people through creativity. But after I took Alan Mickelson's interpersonal communication class, I realized that I loved interpersonal comm and being able to spread stories. And so I was really just drawn to journalism and mass communication through the aspect of developing relationships, understanding people through communication, and it's just been a blast. One, I have to start off with Whitworth FM, which of course still technically is a classroom class. It's JMC 246. It's a place where you can come in here into the booth and you get to talk for an hour about anything you want. I always tell our students that the opportunities are limitless. The second opportunity that I've had that I've really enjoyed is creating an Instagram page called Whitworth FM Sports Radio. And that's where we try to get the behind the scenes coverage of our athletes, who they are as people, what they're doing on the field, keeping fans, family members, community members actively engaged with what they're up to on a daily basis. Just being out in the field, being with those athletes, that's one of those opportunities that I haven't taken for granted since being at Whitworth and just have loved and reveled in this whole time I've been here. One thing that I learned coming into Whitworth is get involved early. Make sure you're getting out there and create opportunities for yourself, because no one's gonna come at the door knocking and say, here you go. You have to go out and do it. And so just preparing myself here at Whitworth for the next step has been great, because I understand that you have to go get what you want. And heading to grad school next and hopefully into a career into sports broadcasting, I understand that there's a lot of things that aren't gonna be written in the jobs description, but I have to go want it and go get it myself. Just trying new things, getting involved, and creating opportunities for yourself has been the biggest lesson I've learned here at Whitworth that will hopefully propel me into the future with the endeavors I'd like to accomplish. One, Steve Flegel, my boss, who is Whitworth's Sports Information Director, he does so much work behind the scenes that you wouldn't even know about. And he's always been willing to give me advice, give me opportunities, and I sure as heck can be annoying to him. I know I've probably been in his office too many times to count, just picking his brain and trying to ask him things, but he has never walked away or said, Luke, I just can't deal with you anymore. And he's been so amazing the last 4 years. So he's been a great mentor for me when it comes to opportunities, learning what it takes to work hard when nobody's watching. The second person would have to be Bud Namick, who is Whitworth's play-by-play broadcaster for football and basketball. And he really has been a mentor in the field that I would like to pursue later on. So Steve Flegel and Bud Namick really have changed my life for the better, and I wouldn't be sitting here in this position without those two men. I'd love to be a sports broadcaster. Soon, rather than later. I hope to break onto the scene younger than older. I know it's going to take a lot of hard work, but I'm headed to Syracuse University for their graduate school in broadcast and digital journalism with a sports communication track emphasis. Hopefully after that, I can just make my way up the ladder and climb to a position where I can be in the booth, color commentating or play-by-play commentating for basketball, football, baseball, lacrosse. At this point, it really doesn't matter to me as long as I get to still create those meaningful relationships with the athletes, get their stories, and be able to share them out with the world. But hopefully in a few years, maybe you see my name up on ESPN. That would be pretty cool, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.